So here, now see, this is the ordered pair. So before going to ordered pair, all of you have remember what is set. Remember, last class we have done sets. So here,
Yes, ma'am.
so ordered pair is somehow related with sets. So if I, is it visible? Okay. Now see, here I have written that, so here I have given that ordered pair. An ordered pair is a pair of objects where one element is designated first and the other element is designated as the second. For example, see, I have denoted an ordered
It is not
pair.
audible.
It is not audible. Wait. See, I can denote anything like suppose this A B. Within first bracket, I have written A B. So this represents an ordered pair. Now, see, before ordered pair, you have to know, see, in the last slide, I have given that ordered pair is always denoted by some letters within the first bracket. Earlier in sets, how to represent a set? We have to use a curly bracket. Now in ordered pair, I have to use a first bracket. And within this first bracket, there are two elements A and B. Now what are these elements A and B? So for that, there is a concept called Cartesian product. Now for this Cartesian product, the definition is the Cartesian product of two sets A and B. Now see, in earlier class, I think all of you have clear about the definition of sets, how to represent a set. Is it clear? So
Ma'am.
for Cartesian product, you need two sets A and B. And it is denoted by A cross B. So for Cartesian product, you have to use the symbol. See, this is the multiplication sign and is the set of all possible ordered pair where the elements of A are the first elements and the elements of B are the second elements. Now I think from this definition you are a little bit confused. What is that ordered pair? What are the first definition elements? Now see this. If I this line, if I use this line in notation, then it is clear. It will be clear to you that for Cartesian product of two sets A and B, I will use A cross B. Now how to define this Cartesian product? Is equals to, see here I am using the curly bracket. So curly bracket, then first bracket A comma B. Now this element A is from the first set A and the second element small b is from the second set small b. Is it clear? Now suppose you have an example that I have given two sets. Set A, the elements are capital H and capital T, and set B, the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now I have to find the Cartesian product of A and B. So I'll use the symbol A cross B. Is it clear? Up to this, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
See, if you have any doubt, you can unmute and you can ask me. Okay, don't worry. I will explain again if you have doubts. But unmute and just ask me in any step if you have doubts. Now see, the Cartesian product is A cross B. Now by this definition, that means by this definition, the elements of this Cartesian product are like, see, here I have written H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Now, you may think that why H1, H2, H3. Now, let's go to our definition. That the Cartesian product of A cross B is equals to, first of all, you have to select any element from this set A. So, from our example, what is the first element of set A? It is H. Is it clear? It is H. Now, again from the definition, what is the second element? This is small b, and small b is an element from set B. That means the second set. Now, if I choose any element from the first set, that means from the set A, it will be H. Now, I have to combine this H with all the elements of the second element, second set. So, that's why I have written H1. See, H1, but you have to write it within first bracket. Then H2, here I have written H2. Next I will write H3. So H3, H4, then H5, and lastly I will write H6. So these elements are related with our first element from the first set A, that is H. Now let's go to our second element from the first set, which is T. So like the previous with H, I will write with T. T1, here T1. Next T2. That means see, for each element in the Cartesian product, first H is fixed. Okay. Then I have only changed the second element, which is from set B. So H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Next I will start with T. So T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 and T6. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear how to
Yes,
write
ma'am.
the Cartesian product? Okay. Next.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So see here in the
Yes,
this
yes.
line, I have written A cross B. Next, I will write the Cartesian product B cross A. Now, do you think A cross B and B cross A will be different or same? Do you have any idea? A cross B, is it same with B cross A? See, here set A is in the first position, B is the second position. So that's why I have written element from set A in the first position, element from set B in the second position. Okay. So the second one is B cross A. Now in this, I have to write the elements of B in the which position? First or second position?
First.
First position.
First.
First position.
Yes.
first position.
So I will get this. See. Now 1H. Now 1H. 1 is from set B. See, this is set B. So set B, I have taken 1. And from set A, that now this time the elements of set A will be in the second position. So 1H, then 2H, 3H, 4H, 5H and 6H. Next I will write 1T, 2T, 3T, 4T, 5T and 6T. Is it clear? Now see, the elements of A cross B and the elements of B cross A, they are not same, they are different. That is why A cross B is not equals to B cross A. So always remember, A cross B is not equals to B cross A. Okay? So See, these small points are important for your MCQs. So you have to remember that A cross B is not equals to B cross A. So here I have written, note that in this case A cross B is not equals to B cross A. That is, the Cartesian product is not commutative. And from this two, you have one more important point, that is N A. That means the number of elements of set A. Now, if you notice set A, how many elements are there in set A? There are two elements, H and T. So, in set A, there are two elements. Now, in set B, how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So, in set A, there are two elements and set B, there are 6 elements. So number of elements in set A into number of elements in set B, that is 2 into 6 is equals to 12. Now if you count the number of elements in A cross B, see how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Similarly, number of elements in B cross A also you will get 12. So I can write that the number of elements in set A into number of elements in set B is always equals to number of elements in A cross B. So this line is also important for your MCQ. That means number of elements in the first set into number of elements in the second set is equals to number of elements of their Cartesian product. Okay? Is it clear? So next go to one example. Now let's see what is given. Here the first example is, if A is equals to 7 and 8. That means a set A whose elements are 7 and 8. And there is another set B whose elements are 2, 4 and 6. Now you have to find the Cartesian product of A cross B. Now, can anyone tell me what will be the first elements of A cross B? Anyone, you can say.
2.
7, 2.
Hello? Hello?
7, 2.
7, 2. Yes. Next.
7, 4.
Yes. Then
4.
7,
6.
yes.
7, 6.
Then next.
8, 2.
8, 2.
Yes.
8, 4.
Yes. And the last one will be
8, 6.
6.
8, 6.
Now see. See, here also I have written A cross B is equals to, first I have written 7, 2, 7, 4, 7, 6, then 8, 2, 8, 4 and 8, 6. Okay, you have given me the same correct answer. Now, see, here the number of elements are very like 2 and 3. So it will be easy to count. Okay, I have this, I will write 7, then 2, 4 and 6, then 8, again 2, 4 and 6. Now, is there any method to write this, or is there any idea, or is there any simpler method to write the elements? So she's thinking, okay, if I get a idea how to write this, it will be easy for me to remember. Now, this boy has an idea. So what he will do, see, he will make some columns and rows. Okay. Next, what he has done, that along the vertical, he has written the elements of A, that is 7 and 8. Next step, that means in the horizontal side, he will write the elements of B. So he has written 2, 4 and 6. Clear? Now see, for the first element, what he has done, he has combined the first row and first column. That means 7 and 2. So he has written 7 comma 2. Next, what he will do? Do you have any idea? He will take the first row, that is 7, and the second column, that is 4. So he will get 7 4. And for the last one, 7 6. So these are your first three elements. Now for the second part, what he will do? See what he will do. For the
First column.
first column, that means 8, he will combine with 2. So 8 2. Again 8 and 4, 8 and 6. So in this way, if you make one table, you can write all the elements, all the ordered pairs. Because see, if the number of elements are big, like in a single set there are 10 elements, in the next set also there are 10 elements. So it will be difficult to write all the elements. You may miss some elements. Is it correct? So if you make this type of table and if you write the elements, it will be easy to write the ordered pair. Okay. So this table will represent A cross B. Now next we will find B cross A with the same method. So for this, what he has done, he has changed one thing. Can you notice the change? See, the first table, A is written in the vertical line and B in the horizontal line. And the second one, he has changed B into the vertical, A into the horizontal. So vertically he has written 2 4 6 and horizontally he has written 7 and 8. So now he has combined 2 and 7. So he has 2 7, then 2 8. Next, what he will write? See? So first row is done. Next come to the second row. So for the second row, what is our element? It is 4.
4,
So
4,
4
7, 4,
7 4 8.
8,
Similarly, for the last row, you will write
7, 6, 7, 6, 8.
6 7 6 8. So in this way you can write the ordered pair. So this will give you the B cross A. Now if you compare A cross A and B cross A, you will see, okay, now also the elements are different. And one more thing you can note, or you have to remember, that in ordered pair the position of the elements matters. Now see, if I take the first example, first element, here in A cross
Excuse
B.
me, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Hello?
Ma'am, some students are, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, some students are trying to join, ma'am. The room is locked.
Room is locked. Okay, okay. Okay. Where is that setting? Now I have unlocked it.
Okay, ma'am.
Now all of them can join. No, I have unlocked the room.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? Okay.
We have joined. Okay.
Okay. So here we are discussing about that ordered pair. I think some students have missed some portions, so I will provide you that recording so you can go through it. and if you have any doubt, so if you have my number, you can call me. Okay, so I'll start it from here because the that web this meeting is only for 40 minutes, so if I start from the beginning again, it will go that 40 minutes. So I will start from here only. You will go through that recording. Okay, is it okay? So here I was talking about the
Okay.
ordered pair. So here see A cross B and B cross A. If I consider the first elements like 7 and 2 in A cross B and in B cross A, see it is 2 and 7. Okay, both the elements may have same numbers 2, 7, here also 2, 7, but always remember that in ordered pair, the position of the numbers or letters is important. Here, if I consider this, what is the first element? It is 7. But in B cross A, what is the first element? It is 2. That means both are not same, though they have the same numbers 2 and 7, but their positions are different. That's why 7 and 2 is different from 2 and 7. So these points are important for your MCQ. I'm repeatedly saying that some points are important for your MCQ. You can note those points in a copy. So when we will have our that normal classes, we will discuss. Okay. So next slide. So there is I was talking about this. I was taking that example here. If A is the set 7 and 8 and B is another set containing 2, 4 and 6, we have to find A cross B. So what is A cross B? For those students who have just joined, I am just repeating it. This A cross B is known as the Cartesian product. So Cartesian product we have to write like this. See here, the first set is A and the second set is B. So I have to take the elements from set A in the first position and set B in the second position. So I will choose the element 7 from the set A and I will combine this 7 to the other elements of B. So I will write 7, 2, 7, 6, 7, 7, 2, 7, 4 and 7, 6. Next, I will take the second element from set A, which is 8. Again in the same way, I will write 8, 2, 8, 4 and 8, 6. Now see, 7, 2, 7, 4, 7, 6, 8, 2, 8, 4, 8, 6. Next, B cross A. That means the Cartesian product of B and A. Now, B cross A. What is the difference between A cross B and B cross A?
Position of the element.
Yes. Now see, this is A cross A. That's why A is in the first position. So I have taken the elements from set A in the first position. Now this is B cross A. So I will take the elements from set B in the first position. So 2, 7, 2, 8. So 2, 7, 2, 8. Next I will choose the element 4 from set B. So 4, 7, 4, 8. Lastly, I choose 6. 6, 7, 6, 8. So here I have 2, 7, 2, 8, 4, 7, 4, 8, 6, 7, 6, 8. Now, one important point was there. Wait. Now see. This point is important. Here, number of elements in set A into number of elements in set B is equals to number of elements in the Cartesian product of A and B. So, let's go to our example. So, we are doing this one. That A cross B, how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now, in set A, how many elements are there? Set A, how many elements are there?
Ma'am.
2 elements.
2, ma'am.
In set B, how many elements are there?
3.
3. So what is the product of 2 and 3? It is 6. Now let's verify whether A cross B has 6 elements or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So A number of elements in A into number of elements in B is equals to number of elements in A cross B or B cross A. So always remember this point is also important for your MCQ. Now let's go to the next example. Here if A cross B, now see this example is little bit different. Earlier it was the set, the elements are given. Now in this example A cross B, that means the Cartesian product of A and B is given. The elements are 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 2, 5, 3. Now you have to find the sets A and B. Can you understand what is the difference between the previous example and this example?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The earlier example was you have given the two sets, you have to write the Cartesian product.
Yes.
But
Yes, ma'am.
here you have given the Cartesian product.
You have to find the two.
You can mute your headphone because if I say it will just echo. Yes, now it's clear. So here it is A cross B is given. You have to find the sets A and B. Now, do you have any idea how to write the set elements of set A and B? Anyone? Any idea? Anyone? Any idea?
1,5 set A.
1, 5 will be set A or B?
A.
A. And
A, ma'am.
what is B?
Set A.
A, ma'am.
What is B?
3.
2,
3.
yes, you are correct. So, the main logic is, suppose A cross B is 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 2, 5, 3. So, in the definition itself, it is given in the Cartesian product, the first element of the ordered pair is from the first set. So, what is the first element? 1. Here also 1. So, see, both the elements have the same first element 1. So, I will choose only 1. So, 1. And what will be the second element? Second element of the ordered pair is from the second set. So, 2 and 3. See, first elements are 1, 1, 5, 5. So, set A is 1, 5. Similarly, second element C 2, 3, 2, 3. So, set B is 2, 3. See, this is one small example with only two elements. If I give you like 8 or 9 elements, can you solve it? Can you write what is A, what will be B? See, same logic. You have to,
Maybe, ma'am.
yes, you can do. You can practice. We will practice some examples. It is the same logic. You have to choose the first elements for the first set A and next second elements for the second set B. So this is all about your ordered pair. Now how to write the ordered pair, and if the ordered pair is given, how to write the elements of that particular set A and B. Now see, this ordered pair is a part of your first unit. So first unit first is the relation. So before going to relation, you have to be clear about the ordered pair and the Cartesian product. Now, okay, you can tell me, you have to be honest. Can you understand the topic, the ordered pair or Cartesian product? Is it clear? Is
Yes,
it
ma'am.
clear?
Clear.
All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Because see, if I start relation, everywhere you will need that Cartesian product and the ordered pair. So if you have any doubts, you can clear, because with doubt you cannot understand that relation part. So that's why I am asking you, if you want time, you can have some time, but you have to be clear about that ordered pair and that Cartesian product. Any point, any doubt, you can ask me. You can think, okay, this is the ordered pair, this is that. Okay, let me ask one example. Suppose you have some set A whose elements are like 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Now you have another set like B whose elements are A, B, C and D. Now what is A cross B? A cross B.
1A, 1A.
1A.
A 1 comma A, 1
Yes.
comma B, and 1 comma C, 1 comma D,
1B.
and 2 comma A, 2 comma B, 2 comma C, 2 comma D,
Okay.
3
Now.
comma A, 3 comma so on, sir.
So I think this ordered pair is clear. Now if I ask you how many elements will be there in A cross B without writing all the elements, can you tell me how many elements will be there?
16.
16, ma'am.
What?
16.
Yes, because number of elements in set A is 4, number of elements in set B again 4, so their product 4 into 4 is 16. So without calculating or without writing all the elements of A cross B, you can say that it will be 16. It has 16 elements. Now next is, what will be the elements? The elements will from B cross A. You can give me some. You can just tell me some elements from B cross A.
A, comma 1.
A
A
comma 1.
comma A comma 1,
Hmm.
A comma 2, A comma 3, and A comma 4, B
Yes.
comma 1, B comma 2, so on, sir, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. I think all of you have clear. Everyone clear. So anyone have any doubts, you can just ask me. I will clear. Hello.
Can you show me the slide of the first beginning from beginning?
From beginning. Okay. Wait.
Just slide, ma'am.
Okay. So this is ordered pair. Here I have given the definition. So an ordered pair is a pair of objects where one element is designated first and the other element is second. So one more thing, if you want a slide, you just give me your email ID. I will send you the slides also. Or you have the you will go through the recording also. I will upload the recording. You can go through it. Okay. So
Okay, ma'am.
this is the definition of ordered pair. To denote any ordered pair, I will use the first bracket. And to denote any set, what bracket we have to use? Which bracket? To denote a
Curly
set,
bracket.
curly bracket. And to denote an ordered pair, the first bracket.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
Cartesian product.
Yes, ma'am.
What is Cartesian product? The Cartesian product of two sets. So always remember the Cartesian product of two sets A and B. So for Cartesian product, you need at least two sets. Now you have done this. Okay, I will give you one more example. If I say set A is 1, 2, then you have another set B which has the elements like A, B, and you have one more set C with the elements 3, 4. Is it possible to find the Cartesian product of these three sets?
Yes, ma'am.
And the elements will be of which form? Can you give me one example? Any element from A cross B cross C?
First, we have to multiply A and B. After that, we have to multiply A and B with C.
No, no, no. The thing is, that is the point that, okay, I'll just write the element, okay? So, the elements will be in this form. So, A cross B cross C. So, I'll take one element from A. It is 1. Next, I'll take element from B. A. Then, I'll take one element from C.
3.
So now A cross B cross C, three sets. So you will have 3 elements in that pair. Next, I'll take one element from A, 1. Then again from B, I'll choose A. Then from C, I'll choose 4. Now see, first 2 elements are same. Third element is different. Next, I'll take 1. Next, I'll choose B from the second element, then 3. Again, 1, B, 4. So, 1, comma A, comma 3, 1, comma A, comma 4. Then I have taken 1, comma B, comma 3, 1, comma B, comma 4. Next, what I will write? Can you get that idea how to write that rule? Next,
Okay, ma'am. We got it.
next I will choose 2 from A, then A and
3.
yes. Now this one is a little bit tricky. Okay. Now without writing all the elements, can you tell me quickly? Can you tell me how many elements will be there in A cross B cross C?
9.
9. 9.
Oh,
See, number of elements in set A is 2. Number of elements in set B is 2. Number of elements in set 3 is 2. So how many elements?
8.
8?
8.
8.
Okay.
8.
I will give you one homework. You will write all the elements and you will verify whether it will be 8 or more than 8 or less than 8. Okay? Will you do it?
Okay.
Yes. See, this...
Ma'am, we will try.
you will try. You can...
Which is not all.
You will try. You will try. Or
Ma'am, can you tell me
Yeah.
why, ma'am, it's 9 element?
no, I will not tell you now. You just verify it. I will tell you. I will give you that logic in the next class. You have to do it. I will tell you. You just verify it. You write all the elements because I have almost I have written. Okay, now only I will solve. 2, then A, then 4. Okay. Again I will write 2, B, 3. Then 2, then B, 4. These are all whether I have written all the elements or you will get any other element. This is the total number of elements or I have missed some elements. Check. I think I have written all the elements. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
how many elements are there?
8.
8.
8 elements. That means, see, in 2 sets, we have done that number of elements in set A into number of elements in set B is equals to number of elements in A cross B. So here also I can verify that number of elements in set A into number of elements in set B into number of elements in set C is equals to number of elements in A cross B cross C. Is it clear? So it will be true for any number of sets. So if I give you 4 sets, then also number of elements of A into number of elements of B into number of elements of C into number of elements of D is equals to number of elements of sets in A cross B cross C cross D. So it is true for any number of sets. So always remember, see, these points are important for your MCQ. Okay, is it clear? So next, these are some examples I have already explained. So those who have missed this one, you can go through that video. So I have explained this example. There is okay, this one is important. Now see, here I have that set A is equals to A 7, 8 and set B is 2, 4 and 6. Now I will write the ordered pair with the example of this table. Now in this table, and vertically I will write the elements of set A, that is 7 and 8, and in vertical I will write the elements of B, 2, 4 and 6. Now see, the first element, that is 7, 2, I will choose the second row, that is the row starting with 7, and I will combine this 7, this row, with the vertical or with the column starting with 2. So I will have 7, 2. Next, 7, second column is 4, so 7, 4, and the third one is 7, 6. Next, I will start with 8. So 8, 2, 8, 4, 8, 6. Is it clear? That means with the table also,
Clear, ma'am.
you can write the ordered pair. So I think we have covered that ordered pair and Cartesian product. All of you have clear, I think so. All of you have clear this concept. So let's take your attendance. I will call your roll numbers. You just tell me whether you are present or not. Okay, roll number 1. Roll number 1. Roll number 2. Roll number 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Roll number.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
rule number 1 is present.
Okay. Roll number 1, 2.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. 1 present.
Yes. 3.
Yes, ma'am.